This narrative is not drawn from history. It's seeped from your inner world. Welcome to Silent Signs Stories. What is the deepest fear of being human? Is it ending up alone? Is it failure? No. The greatest, most primal fear of being human is being unloved when you finally show who you really are. It is the terror that if you were to open the darkest, most wounded, most intimate corners of your soul, that fragility would be judged, crushed, and rejected by a world that is too loud and too superficial to understand. It is because of this very fear that every morning, before we step out the door, we put on a mask, a permissible mask. We look happy, we look agreeable, we look strong. But when night falls and that mask comes off, we look at that tired face in the mirror and whisper to ourselves, "They will never understand me." Date: June 3rd, 1924, a sanatorium room near Vienna. A 40-year-old man, Franz Kafka, is waiting to die from laryngeal tuberculosis. He can no longer speak. He cannot swallow. This man, who spent his entire life suffering from the pain of inability to communicate, is now sentenced to absolute silence. With his last ounce of strength, he scribbles a note and hands it to his closest friend, Max Broad, who sits by his bedside. The note reads, "Dearest Max, everything I leave behind, the diaries, the manuscripts, the letters, burn them, all of them, without reading a single line." Kafka's request was not the raving of a writer. This was that terrible instinct we all carry inside, the desire for self-destruction, the desire to be erased. Why? Because on those pages was the scream of a soul without a mask. Today, we are opening that suitcase not just for Kafka, but for you. Today, we are descending into the labyrinth of your own mind. We are going to confront that true self you've suppressed, that self you wanted to burn so that no one would see. If you are ready, turn off the lights. Ignite only the fire within your mind. Kafka's story is, in essence, your story. By day, he was a successful insurance clerk in Prague. Dr. Franz Kafka. Suit and tie, polite, punctual. Just like us, painting profiles of success and happiness in our offices, schools, or on social media. But Kafka hated this life. He wrote in his diary, "This office is my grave." Let me ask you, where is your grave? Is it that fake persona you've squeezed your soul into? Is it the role of the perfect human that everyone expects you to play? But when night came, when Kafka locked himself in his narrow room, the real Franz would wake up. He didn't write for validation. He wrote to keep from going mad. He wrote to drain the poison from his mind. How do your nights pass? When your head hits the pillow, what are the real thoughts swirling in the dark? What does that fragile, frightened child hiding behind your successful mask actually feel? The reason Kafka wanted his work burned was shame. He was ashamed of his vulnerability, his strangeness. Don't we do the same today? Don't we burn our own feelings, our own dreams inside us, saying, "This is too stupid," or "They'll think I'm pathetic"? This censorship we apply to ourselves, it is slowly consuming us. Where does this deep sense of worthlessness come from? Why did a genius like Kafka see himself as a nobody? The answer sat in the living room of his childhood home, a giant shadow, his father, Hermann Kafka, a harsh, judgmental man who was never satisfied. When Kafka wrote The Metamorphosis, where Gregor Samsa wakes up one morning transformed into a giant insect, he wasn't writing fantasy. He was describing exactly what he had become in the eyes of his father and society, something ready to be crushed, repulsive, a useless vermin. Now, pause and ask yourself, who is your Hermann Kafka? To whom does that giant shadow in your head belong? Maybe it's a parent. Maybe it's childhood trauma. Maybe it's the ruthless pressure of the system. Or, the worst option of all, it is your own inner critic. Whenever you get excited about something, whenever you want to say, I am here, that voice steps in. Who do you think you are? You can't do this. You aren't enough. Shut up. In the story, the apple that gets lodged in the beetle's back, eventually rotting and killing him, that apple is the voice in your head. By wanting his works burned, Kafka was following the orders of that inner giant. I am worthless. Erase me. And you? Are you going to leave your self-worth at the mercy of that cruel voice? The stage now belongs to Kafka's friend, Max Brod. Kafka is dead. The suitcase is there. The note is clear. Burn them all. Max Brod made a historic choice. He chose betrayal. He betrayed his friend's request, but he remained loyal to his friend's soul and existence. He didn't burn the papers. He published them. Let's use a metaphor here. You are two people living in the same body. One is Kafka, the wounded side that feels unworthy and wants to disappear. The other is Max Brod, the side that wants to protect you, keep you alive, and values you. Right now, there are talents you are about to burn, emotional depths you show no one, a different perspective sitting in a suitcase inside you. You must become the Max Brod of your own life. You must say stop to that depressed, resigned side of you that is self-sabotaging. To be able to say, no, I will not burn you, even if it's messy, even if it's flawed. These feelings belong to me. This story will live. That is true courage. Self-compassion is simply owning your own suitcase. If those papers had been burned, what would we have lost? We wouldn't have the word Kafkaesque. Kafkaesque is the feeling of being crushed by an invisible authority, and Kafka's greatest lesson is this. Often, that invisible authority is us. Remember Kafka's parable, Before the Law. A man comes to the gate of the law. The gatekeeper says, "You cannot enter now." The man waits by the gate for years. He grows old. He is about to die. With his last breath, he asks the gatekeeper, "Why has no one else come to this gate in all these years?" The gatekeeper screams the terrifying truth into his dying ear. No one else could ever be admitted here, since this gate was made only for you. I am now going to shut it. This is a nightmare, but it is a nightmare we live every day. You are waiting for the right time. You are waiting to be good enough. You are waiting for permission or validation. You think there is a guard at the door. Can I tell you the truth? You are the guard. The gate is already open. The only thing stopping you from walking through is the fear you have created yourself. Life is a gate open solely for you, waiting for you to step through and live your potential. And by waiting in fear, you are the one causing that gate to close. Now, let's leave the cold streets of Prague. Let's come back here, to your room, to your reality. I know you have unburned drafts inside you too. Deep thoughts you stopped sharing because you thought, no one will get it. projects you never started because you thought, I will fail. That childlike, excited, genuine self you hide because you think, they won't love me like this. We are all a little bit Kafka. We are terrified of being understood because we think, if they truly understand me, they will see how flawed I am. But Kafka showed us this: the side of you that you think is most flawed, most fragile, most weak, is actually the strongest bridge connecting you to the world. Kafka built a monument of literature out of his fear. He spoke of loneliness and pain with such deep honesty that today, a teenager on the other side of the world can read it and say, this is me. Loneliness, when shared with brutal honesty, ceases to be loneliness. It transforms into a bond. If Kafka had succumbed to the cruelty he inflicted upon himself, the world today would be incomplete. Your story is the same. If you bow to that inner critic and hide yourself, this world will be incomplete. Put the lighter down. Be your own Max Brod. Don't listen to the guard in your head saying you are inadequate, because you put that guard there, and you are the only one who can dismiss him. The gate is still open, and it was made only for you. Stand up and walk through it. Now, if you are ready to say stop to that dark censor inside you, if you are ready to exist in this life with your fragile but real self, fearing no misunderstanding, leave your first signature on this world in the comments below. Just write this: I am not burning myself. Let the fire only warm you, not destroy you. You exist. You are here. And you have a story that needs to be lived. May the way out of your labyrinth be full of light. Until we meet again.